So in this sketch, you are looking at adhesion causing capillary action. Okay, well, capillary action is when droplets of water that are down in the ground, and this can happen with other substances, it can happen in other ways, but it's easy to see it happen in a flower or in a bush or in a tree or in a stalk of celery or in a daffodil. And what happens is this: water molecules have an attraction to the polar substances that make up the roots of plants. And so water molecules will climb up because of polarity and adhesion, will climb up into the roots of the plants. And not only will they climb up into the roots of the plants, but they will also climb up into the leaves of the plants. And they will also climb up to the flowers of the plants. And the water molecules will also climb all the way up to the highest leaves at the tops of trees, all because of polarity and adhesion. So looking at this picture for a moment or two, you really should try to sketch this picture and get it in your notes on the back of your reading. Polarity causes adhesion, which causes capillary action. This is capillary action, what you're looking at. H2O molecules climb up into the tubes of roots, and you can even make this happen with certain types of straws. So it may be that one of you will conduct a small investigation and see if you can try some different types of straws, and you might want to use some food coloring, but see if you can get water to climb up inside of straws from a little dish of water. It's an interesting investigation. Okay, with your green marker, let's get our descriptions. Water molecules also have adhesive properties. What is this adhesive property? Well, it's noted right here. This means that they are attracted to other substances that also have polar molecules. This is going to wind up being a double underline because it's also a main idea. And then we noted some different types of items that we would have in our homes that would also be polar. Many substances are polar. What's a meniscus? Okay, a meniscus, this is the upward curving edge of the graduated cylinder. Okay, and it looks like, I can do a really quick little kind of sketch here. The meniscus in the graduated cylinder would appear something like this. Downward curving, and this is all water in here, or liquid. Okay, and so this is the meniscus. So capillary action, another pretty cool idea that we took a look at. Capillary action is when water molecules climb up into a plant's roots and stems because of polar attraction of molecules. This is actually even a form of capillary action. It's just, we typically would say when we see a larger container and we see water kind of up on the sides of containers, we don't really usually call that capillary action because it's a large container. We usually call smaller columns like straws or blood vessels or roots or tubes, small tubes. Water will climb up into those because of polar attraction. So capillary action, water molecules climbing up into a plant's roots. All right. Water molecules also have adhesive properties. Do a double underline on that. So we've now talked about polarity, we've talked about surface tension, we've talked about cohesion, now adhesion, also capillary action. So this means that they are attracted to other polar substances. This is all the main important ideas. Okay, this adhesive nature of water also occurs in plants. Capillary action is when water molecules climb up into the plant's roots and stems because of the polar attraction of the molecules. We also made a note that substances such as wax paper that don't have polar molecules don't have water sticking to them. So please, there's a lot going on in this paragraph. It was a huge paragraph. Make sure that you have the sketches on the back of your readings. Make sure you have your reading marked correctly so that we have all of the margin notes available, and you have an understanding of adhesion and how polar molecules cause water to want to stick to other substances.